Welcome to the Sailing Edge. Episode 2, which is a warts and all tour of my Hunter Legend 340. In this episode, we look at the cracky bits, some rusty bits, some broken bits, some very dodgy looking bits, and some red shiny things. So why don't you join me as we view what this mug sailor actually bought. Welcome. Let's see a first-time sailboat owner diving headfirst into sailing, maintenance, and the semi-liveaboard lifestyle. Join me as I chase endless summers, learn the ropes, and document the highs, lows, and lessons of a life at sea. For a mug like me, this is the Sailing Edge.
The pain stays strong, but all I have is time. Time is all wound. Time is all
So welcome to this walkthrough of my Hunter Legend 340. Want to have a look at our outside lines? I'm going to show you not only the good bits, but the bits that aren't so good, and also the bits that I need your help with. So sit back, relax, and be prepared to take some notes, because this mug sailor needs your help. Right, let's walk forward and have a look at it. So we've got some hatches here, the main hatch there. Some breather thingies, and looks like there was something there. I've just put temporary solar panels up just to help charge the batteries. And we've got the tent thingy, which we found in a locker, put it up. It's actually a godsend. And there we go, there's the beautiful marina that we're in. And we've got a bag thingy for the mainsail, and headsail and furler up there. That's that broken pole thing. I think it's just the bottom, but you guys might know better. And we've got these braces on it because this boat doesn't have a backstay, as you can see. And we've got the mast way up there, and a radar, and some fancy coloured ropes and stuff. I have no idea what some of those do, but yeah, I'll learn. And then we've got forward hatch, and of course the ankle locker and anchor up the top, and the fella, which is all there. And some shiny bits. Oh, the sun's come out. And we've got these things, some floppy bits. Obviously do something really important, but I have no idea what. And then we go back to the tenty thing. And this thing is like a, I don't know, what do you call it? It's like a racing halo thing that goes on the top that keeps the boom out of your way when you're sailing, which I kind of like. It's quite overhead high. I can't bump my head. Okay, one of the good features about this is reversing in. You've got not much of a step to go into, and it's quite easy to step across and onto the boat. We've got shore power in there. We've got these passage seats that are quite good. A thing for your outboard. Yep. We've got a tail light, a drink holder. Everyone needs a drink holder. And on this side, same thing. We've got that. That's the life buoy, the man overboard buoy, and this pointy thing, which looks like it needs replacing or something, and it's just tied on. There's also been marking the hull because they've put tape on it and it's cable tied to it, so I'm pretty sure that's not good. Wood needs a little bit of TLC, which we can do. And we've got some hatches, which I'll open for you shortly. So, got the hatch open. I mean, I've got fuel stored in there at the minute. And it's got some outlets there. And also the engine exhaust goes out that way as well. So, reasonable deep, reasonable size. Obviously, the tubing makes a difference. And this one is the gas locker. And the dodgiest part of this boat, it's got some really funky kind of wiring there, and yeah, nothing's hooked up. I'm not using gas on this boat at all. We're going to get rid of that. So yeah, I don't like the gas bit on it. Right, so here we have the cockpit, and inside the tent thing, and this is fantastic in the winter time. Look, it's showing its age, and I found it in the bottom of the locker. There's some torn bits on it, but we've made do. We've bodged a few things. But overall, it's quite good. It keeps out the weather, and creates this lovely little room up here, especially in the afternoon. It's great. Can't see out through the clears, but the clears are cactus. They really need replacing, those ones, and you can see by that tape over there. Yeah, it's got a split in it as well. So let's have a look at some of the things. We've got a winch here, and none of these are marked, so except for reef 1, which is that one. I don't know what that one, that one is the halyard. I don't know what that one is for. Then we've got some depth meters. We've got a wind thing that shows the direction but doesn't show how fast or how hard the wind is. So we'll forget that. And of course, boat knots. There's the autopilot. We'll talk about that in a sec. That's another problem. And we've got Vang, Reef 2 and Halyard S, which I'm guessing is Spinnaker. I'm thinking that one's a Spinnaker. Reef 2 I get, and the Vang I get. And we've got another winch here. Don't worry about that, it's just for the lights because it's festive. And we've got a bag full of a rat's nest of ropes. We've got storage in here. And like I said, some nice comfy seating area, which is quite roomy in here. The cockpit is quite good. And we've got a hatch in here. And we'll just lift that up. And yeah, that's the cover for the console. And we've got some places in here. I think that is the manual bilge pump. And yeah, it's quite a roomy little storage facility. Nothing under this one, of course, because that's down to the cabin. We've got a shower, outdoor shower thing here. And that's hot and cold, and it works, which is great. This is the control panel for the motor, and it's had a replacement motor, so it's a pretty easy, it's a keyless start, so it's just heat, start and stop, and panel on and off, and it's just got indicator lights for temperature, battery and oil, and a rev counter, of course. So here's the other hatch on the other side. Not hugely deep, but it's got some good space in there. There's a paddle in there, and there's another anchor, and a free fishing line. Wow, look at that. And yeah, we'll have a look at the other locker in just a sec. Okay, here's the other locker, and we've got main shore power in. We've got the battery charger there as well, which is going. And then we've got our batteries there, which are lead acid batteries. And of course I've got some buckets and cleaning stuff in there which I need to get stuck into. But yeah, and there's a switch at the back there that does something. I think it's a main on off. And yeah, so I'm a little bit concerned about why the batteries are so open and exposed, but you guys might be able to give me some hints and tips on, is that normal for a hunter, or is it something that I need to fix up? Okay, so we've got a battery monitor, and we've got a C-torque fail on the autopilot, and that's on the survey is something to look at. It could be quite simple, like a broken wire or something, or it could be something major. So that's one of the reasons why we got the price knocked down. And then of course we've got a chart plotter which works and does what a chart plotter does. I think it's a 2008 model, but it's good enough, you know. And that's it. Would anybody put a fuel gauge all the way down there? You have to get on the bloody floor to read it. I mean, seriously? Why wouldn't it go up there? That switch is for a light that's down there. And here we go. There's a couple of cosmetic things that is broken, and that's on the survey as well to be repaired. So again, not drastic, but minor things that sort of help me get the price knocked down. So here's a cockpit. We've got some nice seating areas. We've got storage on this side, one on that side. We've got tables that can flip out. Engine access, as you can see, is quite good. You've got top down, you've got the front, and that just, the stairs just come away. Put it on there, and yeah, it's a Beta Marine engine. She looks pretty damn good. I'm no engine expert. I don't know much about diesels at all, but that one looks pretty in good condition. I don't think she's all that old. 30 horsepower, and that's about all I can tell you about. And it's red, so it must go faster. Right, we're gonna do a cold start. So, panel on, heat. And start. And she purr. There she is, purring along. Nice. Coming down the stairs from the cockpit, we've got a little storage area underneath where I just keep my shoes and whatnot. We've got the engine compartment just there, and the stairs going down from there, and toilet on the left hand side, and the galley to the right, which is here. Okay, let's have a look at the galley in a little bit more detail. And there's the main cabin in there, which we'll have a look at shortly too. So we've got a gimbaled stove. Like I said, because of the gas on the boat, I don't like it, and I'm not using it, and it's not connected anyway. So we are working on electric with a little power hot top, which is good. It works fine and suits me great, and I think that'll be fine. I think I'm going to get rid of this stove and put a power bank in there. We've got storage underneath with pots and pans and Tupperware and stuff like that. We've got a little floor hatch that, I don't know, doesn't have any room to store anything. I don't know why it's there, but it's there. inspection, I suppose. And we have Chef Mike. Oops, sorry about the glare. Yeah, Chef Mike over here, and which is really handy to have. And we've got storage here, and we've got storage above, and we've got storage in this funny thing. Now, of course, this isn't stable, and if I was underway, it wouldn't be stacked this high with stuff. But you know, I'm living on it as well, so forgive me. And we've got 2 large sinks, which is really handy, and that's really great for you know, washing up and stuff. I don't know, what else do you do in a sink? And we've got a little hatch there to go down to the garbage, and some work area here. So on the fridge, it's got this little arm that holds it up, but as you can see, it comes off very quickly, and it's a heavy top, but it's held in with these little rubber things. There is a name for these, but I like to call them Jesus clips. And you know why they're called Jesus clips? It's because when you put them on, they go twang, and you go, Jesus, where did that go? So in the galley, we have an opening hatch or window there, let in fresh air. These ones are closed, and there's various levels of grazing on it. I'm told it's just cosmetic. They actually don't leak, so that's good. So I'm kind of thinking to leave them like they are until I have to replace them. I don't know. What do you guys think? So now we come to the captain's cabin, as they have labeled it on here. Some storage here, storage above, opening hatch there, very crazed, as you can see. We've got a wardrobe with wardrobe-y stuff in there, coats and stuff. And then we come to the bed, which is fabulous because it is actually king size on the bottom, because I had to get sheets for it, and the only ones that fitted were king size, so that's brilliant. It is a little bit low, however, we've got standing room here before we go in. If we have a look in here, there's plenty of room in there, 2 people comfortably, although it does come down a little bit on that side. There is a light, whoops, hit the roof. That, I believe, over there is spinnaker. I haven't had a look at it yet, but maybe we can get that out one day and have a look. There, that's access to the back of the motor, and a little storage shelf over there, and a hatch into the cockpit. And you've got a lovely one over here, which will show you the view outside. Okay, so we're going to go into the toilet, or the head. So here we have, oh look, there's me, hello. So we've got the usual sink, and a shower thingy that comes out and goes over on that clip, and you've got a little seat to get on, and this strange crazy flooring that's sort of spongy and holds water, which is kind of not good, but anyway. And then we've got this shelf over here, which is quite a decent sized shelf. I was thinking maybe we could change that into cupboard, and maybe one day we could put in a water maker, which I kind of think would be good. We've got the mirror there, which is quite a decent sized mirror, and of course we've got storage behind the mirror and stuff in there. And I've got a little thing of lefty over bits in here, so I don't know what they've fallen off, but we'll find them one day. And then we've got the drawers, so we've got drawers in here, another set of drawers. The seacocks are down there, so we've got up for on and down for off, and that's about all I can tell you about them. They work, so that's good. And they don't appear to be leaking. Cross fingers. And of course, in the other cupboard, we've got more storage underneath the sink. Actually, it's quite a good storage in there, so yeah, I'll fill it with junk, of course. You'll have to excuse that. And we've got this seat flips up, of course, and you've got the toilet underneath. The pump to pump the water out of the drain, and we've got this little cupboard in here, which is kind of handy. It's drained. I've got the safety stuff in here. Yeah, and a little hanging locker for wet stuff, I suppose. I don't know. And yeah, and if you didn't know, it's called the toilet. So there you go. That's it. Right, stepping further through the boat, we have the main salon, where we have a table and good seating arrangements. It's in a U shape, which I kind of like, which is good. We have port light over there, and we have fixed windows. Again, there's the crazing, but there's plenty of light in here, as you can see. It lets in plenty of light. We've got a TV, more over here, and more seating over this side. Let's have a look at the chart table first. Of course, we've got the electronics set, and see this one over here, we thought originally it was the fuel gauge, and so we couldn't understand why it was working. Then we saw the little toilet icon and worked out it was for the black tank. So that's interesting. Put on the tank indicator, so that works. We've got a full tank. The tank on these are up the front, so I'll show you that later. And we've got the AC side over here and the DC side over here. And we've got this button here, which I have no idea what it is. Maybe someone can help me with that one. No idea. I'll switch it on and off 1,000 times and nothing happens. We've got the heater controls over here, and we've got the radio and repeater instrument there thingy, whatever it does. Chart table and seating arrangement. Not a lot of room inside, but enough for my junk. Plenty of junk in there. Oh yes, and I have got some bungs there. So for people asking, yeah, I have got bungs ready. So, yep, and flooring looks all pretty good to me. The cabin sole's great. In the cupboard here, mainly got some junk and electronics in there. So I've got the AIS in there, which is receiver only, which I don't like. I want to get that to transceiver, or whatever you call it, and the rest of it, and then just junk at the bottom. So yeah, so not a lot of stuff in there. It has got a small inverter in there, which is why I wanted to get the power bank, because it's just not enough for everything. Yeah, so close that one up. And yeah, the seating's quite good. It is comfy, but yeah, it's a little bit tired. It's showing its age a little bit. So probably need to either recover it or get a bit more life into it. But yeah, it'll do for now. Oh, and we've got storage in here. Again, of course, you guessed it. I filled it up with rubbish. Anyway, that's good. This does lower down, so it turns into a double bed, and this one can be a single, although it can be a bit of a problem on a passage, I would say. There's a few little marks, as you can see. There's one there that we need to get out, and there's storage underneath all of those. But it's quite an airy cabin. It's quite a nice cabin. I really like it. And the best thing about it is 6'4" headroom in here. So I'm not bumping this stupid bald head. You know, it's not a problem. Right, as I said, we've got storage. Everything's like nice and neatly marked, but Ta-da! Go in there and it's bugger all in there. So didn't come with a lot. I didn't expect a lot, but it came with nothing basically. And there's storage under this one as well. So yeah, not a lot to be said. I'm gonna have to get stuff to put in there. And under here, under this one, we've got all the life preservers and life jackets and stuff that came with the boat. Don't know how many's in there. There's just quite a few. I'll have to clear it out one day. But yeah, so it's plenty of storage in there. Yeah, and that's it. Here we have the refrigeration underneath. That's for the fridge, of course. And then the water heater over here, which appears to be leaking a little. Yeah, it is leaking, so we'll have to do something about that. Okay, I'll come in to the forward peak area, and excuse the mess in there, but yeah, they always seem to be junk rooms, don't they? But we've got the bed, but my God, is it high, and it's not very good for sleeping in. Hence, it's become my junk room. We've got fly screens for the hatches that are there, cushions, spare cushions, and a kayak, and a vacuum cleaner. Yes, I do vacuum. I know. I'm a modern man. Reach up above. We've got hanging locker here. Got lighty things. Got a mirror. Got another broken light over here. And hanging locker in there. Right, and some storage up there. Storage goes back a bit in the back, but I've got some stuff in here as well. And we've got the hatch above, and you can see the crazing on the hatch. And we have got the infill. There's a cushion for it. You get the picture. You've seen these before. Goes across, and we've got storage in there, there, and of course, there. Now, remember that little hatch, that doorway I said? Well, we've got it here, and I don't know what use this is, but it's kind of gimmicky. You can look out on the cabin. Hey. So there you have it. That's the walkthrough of my Hunter Legend 340. I've popped the specs on screen for you. I hope you enjoyed the tour and can now see why I decided to bring this boat home with me. Thanks for joining me for this episode, and if you're happy to keep seeing this mug's journey, then why not subscribe? If not, I hope you take some inspiration to go sailing on your own boat someday. Then perhaps our horizons will cross. Thanks again for watching. Mug Sailor out.